We have something truly exciting to talk about, the rare 1973 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. That's right, a single penny worth more than most houses. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into what makes this coin so valuable, the history behind it, and how you can spot one of these million-dollar pennies if you're lucky enough to find one. So, make sure to stick around until the end because you won't want to miss any of the details on this incredible coin. Before we get into the specifics of the 1973 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, let's talk about what makes any penny worth millions. In the world of coin collecting, a penny might seem like a small and insignificant piece of change, but certain rare variations can fetch prices that will absolutely blow your mind. Whether it's due to minting errors, unique characteristics, or just the rarity of the coin, some pennies can become extremely valuable, and the 1973 D is one of those coins. What makes this particular penny so rare, you ask? Well, it's not just any 1973 D penny, it has specific qualities and characteristics that set it apart from the regular ones you'd find in circulation. But before we go into detail about that, let's quickly cover some basic information about the coin itself. The 1973 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny was produced at the Denver Mint, and it's a part of the well-known Lincoln Wheat series, which has been a collector's favorite for many years. However, the 1973 D is typically worth just 1 cent if it's in standard, circulated condition. So, how did it end up being worth $1.7 million? Let's get into it. The key to this coin's massive value is its rarity and a specific error that happened during its production. The coin's uniqueness comes from a major error in the minting process, which led to the creation of a few extraordinarily rare 1973 D pennies that are now worth millions. What exactly happened? During production, a small number of 1973 D pennies were mistakenly struck with a double die reverse, a minting error that occurs when the die used to stamp the design onto the penny is misaligned. As a result, you get two impressions of the same design on the coin, creating a doubled effect that's noticeable to anyone with a keen eye. This error is what gives the 1973 D penny its massive value. The doubled design on the reverse side of the coin, specifically the lettering and details of the Lincoln Memorial, creates a distinct and highly coveted look. This mistake was rare, which makes the 1973 D penny that was struck this way so valuable. And now, if you're wondering how you can spot a 1973 D penny with this incredible error, here are the steps you need to follow. First, look at the reverse side of the coin. Pay close attention to the inscription E pluribus unum and the words United States of America. If you see any sort of doubling effect, that's the indication that this is a double die reverse penny, and it could be worth a fortune. The doubled lettering is usually most prominent along the top of the coin, where the text is stamped. This is where the error is easiest to spot, so don't worry if you're not familiar with how to spot such things. Once you know what to look for, it's pretty easy to identify. Another important thing to note is the condition of the coin. Even if you do find a 1973 D penny with the double die reverse error, its condition plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins in excellent condition, with minimal wear and tear, are more likely to fetch a higher price. Pennies with this error can range from several $1,000s to upwards of $1.7 million if they are in mint condition. You may be wondering, why is the 1973 D penny with this error so incredibly valuable? To answer that, we need to understand the concept of rarity and demand. While the Denver Mint struck millions of pennies in 1973, only a very small number of them were struck with this double die reverse error. In the world of coin collecting, rarities like this are extremely sought after by collectors and investors alike. The demand for these unique pieces has only increased over the years, which is why this penny's value has skyrocketed to a mind-blowing $1.70 million. It's also worth mentioning that the value of rare coins like this one often depends on how many are in circulation. The more rare the coin is, the higher its value will be, and in the case of the 1973 D double die reverse penny, there are only a handful known to exist, which makes it incredibly valuable. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these rare 1973 D pennies? First, check the reverse side for the double die reverse error. If you spot the error, it's worth getting the coin professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. A professional grade will help authenticate your coin and give you an accurate assessment of its value. And remember, even if you don't have a 1973 D penny with this specific error, it's always worth checking your coins carefully. There are many other valuable coins out there, and you never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure. To sum up, the 1973 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny with the double die reverse error is a true rarity and an incredible find for collectors and investors. Its $1.7 million value shows just how much a small mistake during the minting process can impact a coin's worth. If you're ever lucky enough to find one, it could change your life, so keep checking your change, keep learning about valuable coins, and who knows, you could be holding a future fortune in your hand. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more coin-related content, and drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you've got any questions about the 1973 D penny. We're diving into a rare and valuable coin that's been making waves in the world of numismatics. Have you ever wondered how a coin from the 1970s could be worth over $1 million? Well, the 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is exactly that, a coin worth $1.6 million. Stick around as we uncover the history, rarity, and the factors that make this penny such a valuable find. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909 to commemorate President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, has seen many variations over the years. The coin is known for its distinctive design featuring Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse, which was the design until 1958. Since then, the coin has gone through several redesigns, including the famous memorial design in 1959 and later the shield design we know today. While most Lincoln pennies are common and can be found in change, there are certain years and variations that are highly sought after by collectors. And among these rare pennies, the 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny stands out as one of the most valuable. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1973 no-mint Mark penny, it's important to understand the role of the mint mark. Mint marks are small letters found on coins to indicate where they were produced. For example, a D indicates the coin was minted in Denver, while a S stands for the San Francisco Mint. However, in 1973, something unusual happened. Most of the Lincoln pennies produced that year were struck with a D mint mark, indicating they were minted in Denver. But a very small number of pennies from 1973 were minted without any mint mark at all. These no-mint mark coins are incredibly rare, and this scarcity is what makes them so valuable today. The 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is rare for a couple of key reasons. First, very few of these pennies were actually produced. The absence of the mint mark on these coins was a mistake, but a mistake that collectors value highly. The mistake happened because a few coins were accidentally minted at the Denver facility without the typical D mint mark. As a result, they were released into circulation just like any other penny. Over time, collectors started to notice these coins didn't have a mint mark, which set them apart from the rest of the 1973 pennies. As word spread, the value of these rare pennies began to rise. The rarity, combined with the unique history of the coin, has pushed its price up to an astonishing $1.6 million. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these valuable coins in your collection? It's simple, really. The 1973 no-mint Mark penny will have no mint mark on the obverse side of the coin. The reverse design should feature the Lincoln Memorial, as this was the design in use at the time. The penny should be in circulation condition, but if you find one that's been well preserved, it could be worth even more. Remember, though, that while the 1973 no-mint Mark penny is incredibly rare, there are many counterfeit or altered coins out there. If you think you've found one, it's important to have it professionally authenticated by a reputable coin dealer or grading service. There are several factors that contribute to the high value of the 1973 no-mint Mark penny. Rarity is the obvious factor, but the condition of the coin also plays a significant role. Pennies that are in excellent condition, especially those graded at a high level, can fetch much higher prices than those that are worn or damaged. Coins that are in mint state, with sharp details and minimal wear, are particularly desirable among collectors. Additionally, the historical significance of these pennies adds to their appeal. As a mistake coin with such a small mintage, the 1973 no-mint Mark penny tells a unique story of the minting process and how even the smallest errors can result in something extremely valuable. This story adds an element of intrigue that collectors love to uncover. The market for rare coins is always evolving, and pennies like the 1973 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny are a prime example of how certain coins can skyrocket in value. The value of coins is driven by demand, scarcity, and their condition. As more collectors become aware of the value of these rare pennies, the price can continue to increase. In recent years, the market for rare coins has been particularly strong, with high-profile sales pushing prices for valuable coins to new heights. The 1973 no-mint mark penny is one of the shining examples of how a coin from the 1970s, a relatively recent era in numismatic terms, can become $1 million item. If you happen to find a 1973 no-mint mark penny in your collection, you might be wondering how to go about selling it. The first step is to get the coin professionally graded and authenticated. This will help determine its value and ensure you're getting the right price. If you're interested in purchasing one of these rare pennies, be sure to buy from reputable dealers or auction houses. As with any valuable item, there are scammers out there who may try to pass off counterfeit coins as genuine. Make sure you do your research before making any purchases. To sum it up, the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a rare and valuable coin that has become a sought-after treasure for collectors. Its unique absence of a mint mark, coupled with its rarity and historical significance, has made it worth a staggering $1.6 million. If you happen to find one of these coins, you're holding onto a true piece of numismatic history. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1973 no-mint mark penny, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more coin-related content. And as always, if you've ever found a rare coin or have any questions about collecting, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories. We're diving into a rare and incredibly valuable coin that could be hiding in your pocket change right now, the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. You've probably heard about coins worth millions of dollars, but did you know that the 1972 penny could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.5 million? In this video, we'll explore why this seemingly ordinary penny is worth so much, how to spot one, and why it could be sitting in your collection or even your spare change right now. Let's get started. First, let's take a look at the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, and it has been in circulation ever since. Over the years, there have been many variations of the Lincoln penny, from different designs to the addition of mint marks. Mint marks are typically found on the reverse side of the coin, just below the date, indicating where the coin was produced. Most pennies have a mint mark, whether it's the D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco. However, the 1972 no-mint mark penny is one of the rare exceptions. In 1972, most pennies produced by the U.S. Mint had a mint mark, but there was a small batch of coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint that were accidentally produced without the P mint mark. This mistake, which went unnoticed by many, has since turned into one of the most valuable errors in U.S. coinage history. Now, why is the 1972 no-mint mark penny worth so much? The key factor here is rarity. Although the U.S. Mint generally produces millions of pennies every year, the lack of a mint mark on the 1972 penny is extremely unusual, especially since the Philadelphia Mint is the primary facility responsible for producing pennies without a mint mark. The fact that there are so few of these error coins in existence makes them highly sought after by collectors. Experts estimate that only a small number of these 1972 no-mint mark pennies were ever produced, and as time goes on, the supply of these rare coins continues to dwindle. This has made the 1972 no-mint mark penny an increasingly valuable asset, with some examples fetching prices of $1.5 million at auctions. That's right, a single penny, worth just 1 cent in its standard form, can sell for over $1 million because of this minting error. So, how can you tell if you have a 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? First, check the date. You'll want to see a clear 1972 stamped on the obverse, front, of the coin, along with the usual portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Next, carefully examine the reverse side of the penny. Normally, you would see a mint mark, either D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco, but in the case of the 1972 no-mint mark penny, there should be no mint mark at all. If you find one of these coins, congratulations! You may just have a valuable collector's item on your hands. It's also important to note that not all 1972 no-mint mark pennies are worth millions. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins in mint condition, or those that are well preserved, are much more valuable than those with significant wear and tear. So, if you come across a 1972 penny that has no mint mark but is heavily worn or damaged, it's unlikely to fetch the same high price. On the other hand, if the coin is in excellent condition, it could be worth a lot more than you expect. If you find yourself lucky enough to come across a 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, it's essential to have it professionally appraised. Expert coin graders will evaluate the coin's condition, its rarity, and its market value,
which can fluctuate depending on demand and availability.
In some cases, a rare 1972 no-mint mark penny in excellent condition has been known to sell for upwards of $1.5 million at auction. These sales have sparked a frenzy in the coin collecting community, with collectors scrambling to find one of these valuable coins. But even if you don't have a 1972 no-mint mark penny sitting in your collection, there's still hope. Many rare coins are found in everyday change, and it's always a good idea to inspect your pennies carefully. Keep in mind that there are other valuable errors, such as off-center strikes, doubled die varieties, and misprints, that can also be worth a significant amount of money to. In conclusion, the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a stunning example of how a simple mistake at the U.S. Mint can lead to a coin becoming worth millions of dollars. If you happen to come across one of these rare pennies, you could be holding on to a piece of history that's worth more than you ever imagined. So, check your pockets, take a closer look at your coin jar, and who knows? You could find yourself a collector's treasure worth $1.50 million. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting video about rare and valuable coins. If you have any questions or if you found a rare coin yourself, leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear about it. We have an exciting topic for you, the incredible story of the 1971 mint mark Lincoln penny, a rare coin that's worth an astonishing $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million for a penny. In today's video, we'll explore everything you need to know about this unique and valuable coin, from its history and characteristics to how you can identify one in your collection. Let's dive in. To truly appreciate the value of the 1971 mint mark Lincoln penny, we need to start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been in circulation since 1909. It features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and a simple wheat sheaf on the reverse until 1959, when the reverse design was changed to the Lincoln Memorial. The 1971 mint mark Lincoln penny was minted in San Francisco, and the S on the coin stands for the San Francisco Mint, which primarily produced proof coins. In 1971, however, some of these pennies were struck with a unique error that would make them highly sought after by collectors today. So, why is this particular penny worth such a jaw-dropping amount? It all comes down to a rare and valuable mistake made during its production. The 1971 Lincoln penny was part of a batch that was struck with a double die error. This error occurs when a coin is struck more than once with slightly misaligned dies, causing parts of the design to overlap or appear more pronounced than intended. In the case of the 1971 penny, this mistake is especially noticeable on Lincoln's bust and the date, making it a one-of-a-kind find. The rarity of this double die error, combined with the fact that it was produced at the San Francisco Mint, has made it one of the most coveted pennies among coin collectors. It's this specific error that gives the coin its $1.4 million value. Now, if you think you might have one of these rare pennies in your own collection, here's how to identify it. The key feature to look for is the noticeable doubling in the design. On the obverse of the coin, particularly around Abraham Lincoln's face and the date 1971, you should see a clear doubling effect. This is most visible on the right side of Lincoln's nose and the date itself. The doubling should be apparent without the need for magnification. Additionally, the coin should have a clear mint mark beneath the date, indicating it was minted in San Francisco. If your penny exhibits these characteristics, you might just have a treasure on your hands. The value of the 1971 mint mark Lincoln penny can vary depending on its condition, so grading is an important step in determining its worth. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better condition. For the 1971 double die penny, a specimen in near mint or mint condition can fetch a price in the six-figure range. However, only coins that show clear doubling and have a high-quality finish will be worth top dollar. If you think you found one of these rare coins, it's best to have it professionally graded by a reputable service such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These organizations will evaluate the coin's condition, assign it a grade, and issue a certificate of authenticity, which can significantly increase its value on the market. The market for rare and valuable coins like the 1971 double die Lincoln penny is highly active. Coin collectors around the world are constantly on the lookout for coins with unique features, and the demand for error coins has only increased over the years. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare pennies, selling it at an auction or through a reputable coin dealer could be a profitable venture. Recent sales of the 1971 mint Mark Lincoln penny with the double die error have shown prices reaching up to $1.4 million. Auctions like those held by Heritage Auctions or Stacksbauer's galleries regularly feature rare coins, and if you have a coin with the right features, you could see your piece go for a significant sum. Be sure to do your research and consult with experts before selling to get the best price for your valuable find. In conclusion, the 1971 mint Mark Lincoln penny with the double die error is one of the most valuable coins in the world, with a price tag that can reach up to $1.4 million. Its rarity, combined with the error in its minting, makes it a highly sought-after collector's item. If you have one of these rare pennies in your collection, it might just be worth a small fortune, so make sure to carefully inspect your pennies and consider getting them professionally graded. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content about the fascinating world of coin collecting. And as always, happy collecting! We're diving deep into one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in existence, the 1971 mint Mark Lincoln penny. You might not believe it, but this seemingly ordinary coin is worth a staggering $1.3 million. That's right, a penny worth over $1 million. Before we get into the specifics of what makes the 1971 mint Mark Lincoln penny so valuable, let's first talk about the Lincoln penny itself and its history. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The penny features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, and the reverse originally featured 2 wheat stalks, which is why it's also known as the wheat penny. But, in 1959, the reverse design was changed to the modern shield design that we see today. Now, let's focus on the year 1971 and why it is so special for coin collectors. The 1971 penny is often overlooked because, compared to other years, it doesn't have any major design changes or historical significance like some of the other more famous Lincoln pennies. However, this particular coin stands out because of a rare minting error, specifically, the lack of a mint mark. Normally, the U.S. Mint marks coins with a letter indicating where they were produced. Coins made in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark, but coins produced in Denver are marked with a D, and coins made in San Francisco are marked with an S. The 1971 penny was supposed to have a mint mark, but some of these coins were struck without one, making them incredibly rare. While most 1971 pennies are from the Philadelphia Mint and do not feature a mint mark, what makes these particular no mint mark pennies so valuable is their rarity and the fact that they slip through the cracks during the minting process. Imagine a coin that was produced with a simple oversight becoming one of the most sought-after pennies in the world. Coin collectors and numismatists hunt for these rare 1971 no mint mark pennies because they're exceptionally hard to find in good condition. Most of the ones that do surface are typically worn or damaged. But, when one of these rare coins is found in excellent, uncirculated condition, that's when their true value skyrockets. It's these high-quality, well-preserved coins that are worth a whopping $1.30 million. So, what's the significance of a coin being in uncirculated condition? Well, for a penny to be worth that kind of money, it needs to be in pristine condition, free from scratches, discoloration, or any other marks of wear. Coins that are uncirculated have never been used for transactions and typically come from a collection or have been carefully stored. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. In the case of the 1971 no mint mark penny, it's the top-tier specimens that fetch the most incredible prices. But how exactly did this coin become so valuable? It all boils down to rarity and demand. The 1971 no mint Mark Lincoln penny is one of those coins that didn't make it into large numbers, and because it slipped through the minting process without a mint mark, it created a perfect storm of rarity. And like any rare collectible, the law of supply and demand drives its value up. The more collectors who want this coin, the more its value will continue to climb. But if you happen to stumble upon one of these 1971 no mint mark pennies in your collection or in your pocket change, you may just have a treasure worth millions. Of course, it's important to get it properly evaluated by a professional numismatist or coin grading service before you start planning how to spend your newfound fortune. A certified appraisal can ensure that your coin is indeed genuine and determine its exact market value. Now, if you're wondering how to tell the difference between a regular 1971 penny and one of these rare no mint mark coins, it's actually quite simple. Just take a good look at the obverse of the coin, where you'll see Lincoln's profile. If there's no mint mark next to the date, you've got yourself a rare specimen. You might also want to look at the coin's overall quality. Any signs of wear or tarnish can lower its value, while a clean, sharp image means you could be holding onto a future million-dollar gem. This brings us to an important point. Coin collecting is not only about finding rare pennies, it's also about understanding how to take care of your collection. Storing your coins properly, handling them with care, and keeping them in a safe, climate-controlled environment can make a huge difference in preserving their value. For any serious coin collector, this is a crucial step to ensuring your collection maintains its worth over time. As the market for rare coins continues to grow, it's possible that the value of the 1971 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny could increase even further. In fact, it's not unheard of for rare pennies and other coins to appreciate in value as they become even more scarce. And with the global interest in rare collectibles continuing to rise, you can expect these valuable pennies to become even more sought after in the years to come. So, whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, always keep your eyes peeled for these rare treasures. The 1971 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny may just be hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right person to discover its true value. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories and insights into the world of valuable coins. If you found or own a 1971 no-mint Mark penny or any other rare coin, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories and experiences. We have an exciting and intriguing topic to dive into: the 1970 Lincoln penny, a coin that has made headlines in the numismatic world due to its extraordinary value. If you thought pennies were just pocket change, think again. The 1970 Lincoln penny has earned a spot among the most valuable coins in history, with some specimens fetching a staggering $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around as we uncover the mystery behind this rare coin and why it's so highly sought after. Let's start with some basic history. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909, is one of the longest-running and most iconic coins in U.S. history. Over the years, it has undergone several design changes, but the obverse has always featured President Abraham Lincoln. However, the 1970s era brings us an interesting chapter in its story, specifically the 1970 penny. In 1970, the U.S. Mint struck Lincoln pennies at multiple mints, including the Denver Mint, which is where our focus lies today. The 1970 Lincoln penny was minted in large quantities. Over 2 billion pennies were produced that year. But unlike most coins, not all of them were created equal. While most 1970 pennies are worth just a few cents, a small number of them have been identified as having unique and valuable characteristics. So, what makes this specific 1970 Lincoln penny so valuable? It all comes down to a rare variety known as the 1970 doubled die penny. This error coin features a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering and date, particularly the Liberty and "In God We Trust" inscriptions on the obverse. The doubling occurred during the die creation process, which means that the design was incorrectly struck, creating a visual effect where the letters appear to be doubled or offset. The 1970 doubled die penny was a mistake, but it's a highly sought after one. This error is rare, and only a few specimens have been discovered in circulation. As with many rare coins, the uniqueness and scarcity of the 1970 doubled die penny are what make it so valuable to collectors. The coin's value has skyrocketed because it's not just a rare error, but it's also one of the most famous and well-known doubled die coins in U.S. history. If you're out there searching for this penny, you might be wondering how to identify a 1970 doubled die penny. It's not always easy to spot, but with the right tools and knowledge, you can tell the difference between a regular 1970 penny and a rare error coin. The key feature to look for is the doubling on the letters of Liberty and "In God We Trust." If you look closely, you'll see that the letters appear to be offset, as if they were struck more than once. The doubling can be subtle, but if you have a magnifying glass or a good set of eyes, it should be noticeable. In some cases, the date 1970 may also show signs of doubling. This is the most valuable and identifiable feature that sets the 1970 doubled die penny apart from the rest. Another way to confirm the authenticity of the coin is to consult with a certified coin grading expert. They can assess the quality and rarity of the penny, providing you with an official grading, which is crucial for determining its market value. Now, let's talk about the value of this rare penny. A typical 1970 Lincoln penny is worth only a few cents, but the doubled die variety is a completely different story. In recent years, high-grade specimens of the 1970 doubled die penny have sold for upwards of $1.2 million. This is not just a fluke either. coins with similar double die errors from this year have been sold for impressive sums at major auction houses. One of the most famous sales of the 1970 double die penny was back in 2019, when a specimen in near perfect condition sold for over $1.2 million. This coin sale made waves in the numismatic world and attracted the attention of collectors, investors, and the media alike. Why does this penny fetch such a high price? The rarity of the coin, combined with the fact that it's one of the most iconic double die errors in American coinage, has created a perfect storm for its high value. As more collectors and investors look to acquire rare coins for their portfolios, the demand for the 1970 double die penny continues to increase. Its status as a high-value error coin only adds to its desirability. The 1970 Lincoln penny may look like just another common penny at first glance, but as we've learned today, it has the potential to be worth millions. The 1970 double die penny is one of the most famous and sought-after error coins in the world, and its value continues to rise as collectors seek out this rare find. So, the next time you come across a 1970 penny, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of history in your hand, a coin worth far more than its face value. Remember, it's the rarity and the unique characteristics that drive a coin's value. With proper knowledge, patience, and a keen eye, you too could stumble upon a 1970 Lincoln penny that could be worth a small fortune. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1970 Lincoln penny and want to see more coin-related content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if you have any rare coins in your collection or if you've ever come across a valuable penny. We're diving into a very special coin, one that's caught the eyes of many collectors and investors alike. That's right, we're talking about the 2009 Lincoln presidency penny, which could be worth a jaw-dropping $1 million. But before you go rushing to dig through your change, let's take a closer look at what makes this penny so valuable, and why it might just be sitting in your pocket, waiting to be discovered. To understand the significance of the 2009 Lincoln presidency penny, we first need to understand the context of the 2009 Lincoln cent series. In 2009, the U.S. Mint released a series of 4 new pennies to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This was part of the Lincoln Bicentennial series, and it honored the president's legacy through different stages of his life. Each design symbolized a different period in Lincoln's life. The 4 designs included the birth and early childhood design, the formative years in Indiana, the professional life in Illinois, and finally, the presidency design, which is the one we're focusing on today. Now, let's zoom in on the coin in question, the 2009 Lincoln presidency penny, minted in Denver. At first glance, this coin may look like any other penny, but it carries the historical weight of Lincoln's time as president during the Civil War and his efforts to abolish slavery. The reverse side of this coin shows the famous image of Lincoln's presidential cabin, while the obverse features a portrait of a young Abraham Lincoln. The D mint mark means this penny was struck in Denver, one of the 2 mints where the 2009 series was produced. While the 2009 series was special for collectors, the presidency design is particularly sought after. So, what makes this penny worth $1 million? Well, here's where things get interesting. The 2009 Lincoln presidency penny is rare in a very specific condition, one that's nearly flawless. When the coin was struck, many of the pennies that were produced were simply too damaged during the minting process. That means that only a handful of coins escaped the press with perfect features, a crisp strike, and an exceptional level of detail. Collectors are willing to pay huge amounts for these near-perfect examples. The key factors that contribute to its high value include the coin's incredible level of detail, the sharpness of the design, the rarity of the coin in high-grade condition, and of course, the historical significance of the Lincoln presidency design. When in mint condition and graded at the highest levels, like MS67 or higher, this penny can command prices of up to $1 million. That's an incredible return on a coin that originally cost just 1 cent. So, why is this penny worth such an enormous amount? First, it all comes down to rarity and demand. In the world of coin collecting, there's an established rule: the rarer the coin and the better its condition, the more valuable it becomes. The 2009 Lincoln presidency penny is rare, especially in the mint state grades. The demand for these high-quality coins has only grown in recent years. As time passes, fewer and fewer of these coins remain in excellent condition, which drives up their price. Moreover, the historical significance of Lincoln's presidency plays a role in boosting the value. His legacy as a leader during one of the most pivotal times in American history makes any coin that commemorates his presidency highly desirable. Now, how can you identify a high-value 2009 Lincoln presidency penny in your collection? Well, it all starts with proper grading. You'll need to carefully inspect your coin for a clean, sharp details on the features and inscriptions, a lack of wear, scratches, or discoloration, and of course, a strong strike from the minting process. Take a close look at the fine details of Lincoln's portrait and the cabin on the reverse. If the details are clear and crisp, and the coin appears fresh from the mint without signs of damage, you might be holding on to something truly valuable. Getting a professional grade from organizations like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can help increase its market value. Coin collecting is not just a hobby, it's a serious market. Rare coins like the 2009 Lincoln presidency penny are not only collectibles, they're investments. As more collectors enter the market and as time continues to pass, the value of these coins is only expected to rise. So, if you happen to find one in your collection, it might be worth getting it graded. Coins like this one have sold for millions at auctions. So, if you have one, don't let it sit in your drawer too long. You might be sitting on a small fortune. So, there you have it, the 2009 Lincoln presidency penny, a coin with a rich history and a potential worth of $1 million. Who knew a single penny could hold so much value, right? If you enjoyed today's video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling us about any rare pennies or coins you've come across. And as always, keep on collecting.